Hello guys, I am here today with my another video. My video is how to insert data using Ajax through. So you need to know what is the Ajax. Ajax is submit the data without refresh the page. So what I do, I create one HTML page. Okay. So I will type simple HTML form, HTML head, title, submit form. Now I will save my file in my htdoc folder. So name, I will give you the name demo index.php. Okay, so here is my HTML form. Now I will create simple form with some field that we have to insert into database. So this is a simple form which I prepare with table. I will give you some more CSS so it looks better. I will give align height 500 pixel. Okay. Now I give the width of table 400 pixel with border 1 pixel. Okay, now my fourth one is mobile number. This is the simple data of the first name, last name, email and mobile number. So you have to insert that data into the database. So I will show you how you can insert that data into the database with the use of Ajax. So I take my submit button here, that I give the ID and name with submit button. Now I take input type text for first name, give the one name F name and ID F name, give the my input type text, that is the attribute. Now second one is last name, so I also take here input type text, also name for this field is L name and ID is L name. Always guys, use the input type text and give the ID and name same, so you can't confuse for the coding. Okay, and now my mobile number, input type text, name, mode, and also I give the ID same as name like mobile, right? Now my HTML form is ready. Now we can see the output, how that looks my form. So I will run my project in localhost. This is my form is ready. So this is the first name, last name, email, mobile number and submit. Now I look at the form. This form is too messy, so I give the some CSS that looks better. So what I do, I give the 400 pixel height, so it's little bit height is less. Okay, now it's look good. Now I give the submit button to some align CSS, so you can take call span in the tables that give the submit button into align right side. Okay, now I take align center. Okay, now it's look good. So now I can create a database with my requirement in the form. So as you can see in the form, we have a five field in the form. So first name, last name, email and mobile name. Now I create a database. I give the database name student and 5 columns. Okay, so first is my ID. I give the index as a primary and this is what I do. Now second field is first name. Now I F name. My type is vector. I give the length 50 for the varchar. Third one is ln, give the varchar. I give the input type varchar and length is 80, and last is mobile number and give the varchar and length 12. Now I save the table, so you can see that my simple table is ready in my SQL database for the student ID, first name, name and email. Okay. Now third step, when you submit the data using Ajax, and anytime you use the Ajax, so you have to put one Ajax file for that. So I will show you which file you want to put in the your index.php file. So I will search for that file, jQuery CDN. I will put directly online. You also download and put with your project in your folder. So I take online here. That is the Ajax jQuery.mini.js file. You can simply download from Ajax CDN websites. Now I will put that file in my header. Always be careful. You please put the Ajax jQuery.mini.js file with use of okay. Now you put the Ajax file, so now its file is run or not, so you have to check. Then you can simply give the Ajax jQuery code to check that alerts is coming or not. So I will write down the code for that purpose with my submit button. So I take the $hash button, my ID dot click, and simply check that in function and curly braces open close and put the alert, so we can check that file is running or not. Okay, so my alert return false. Alert, I put in the alert some message is hello world. Okay, so when I click on my submit button, that's alert coming. That means my Ajax file is running very well. Okay, so hit the submit button, and as you can see, hello world is coming in my alert. So your file is running very well. Okay, so now we have checked that our Ajax file is working well. Now I will code for the Ajax. So $.ajax is the function. So you have to write all whole code in that between that brackets. Now I will use type post, that parameter of Ajax. Now my URL for other files to submit a data where server side coding we will do it. This is the data that we want to submit, and last one parameter is success function. So if your all Ajax data submitted, that is coming in response, that if you insert data successfully, then alert message show you the data is inserted successfully. Now I give the URL of another file, insert.php, where we do the coding for the server side language in PHP. So I create one file in PHP where I will write down the insert query. This is the insert file, and first of all write down insert query before we can check the data get or not on this page with Ajax. So in the Ajax there is two methods to submit the form with use of serialized function, and also with particular form data you can take. So I write down first variable form data, and I give the ID to my form, that is form data, and now I copy that ID and put into this variable hash, because this is id dot form dot serialize. So what serialize do? Serialize is working on that all the elements of the form, that all data put directly into that variable. So now I will show you the all form elements are going to the server side or not with printer. So if we can check that all data got in server side or not. So I going to insert .php file. So we can check first the all data properly comes here or not. So printer $_post and I simply die. Now refresh my phone. Simple dummy data I will put in first name, last name. It's my email abc@gmail.com. My mobile number is 842369741. Now you can see that the all data I got from that's come from the server side. That's I will put here that code. Now so now all data is come here in success function in response. So I simply enter my response and you can see already that there is now. So now I create database connectivity after. So here is my MySQL I connect. This is my localhost. This is my username, that is root, password is blank, this is my DB name. I will simply put my DB name test. Now second is condition to check that your connectivity is they connect to the database or not. So I will show you that we can check that it's connectivity or not. So in else I can check that database connectivity is okay, then let's go to the else. So simply now I again submit my form and check that connectivity is okay or not. So I will verify that all things. Okay, there is the alert, so I will remove that alert from server side. Okay, it's getting my okay. This is go to the okay condition in else. Okay, so my database connectivity is proper. Now I simply put insert query and show you that all data are inserted in the DB. So first of all I write down the code for insert query. So here is my query that I prepare already. So insert into table name. So our table name is student, and now I put the values with my column names. So my value is coming in the asterisk $_post. So asterisk is divide all the elements of the form in the post method. So now you simply write down the array for f name, l name, email and mobile. This is my value, and now I give you the column name of the database. See, this is my, here is the query. So here is the database field name, f name, second was its l name, and third one is mobile email, and fourth one is mobile. So now my query is ready for the run. So I can check that my query also, the query is okay or not. So I will simply echo. Now all the things are comes in the response, so I have to run that file with the form submit, that then it's going to the server side. So I will test again with click on submit button. Now you can see that my insert into database query is directly run there. So my query is okay. Now I fire the query into database directly. So I have to use MySQL query. I put one variable $con, that is for connection, and query is for insert data into the database. Okay, so Now my query is prepared. I will show you that all data I will put in my form that directly goes to the database that inserts simply with Ajax. This is the last step for inserting to database. So you can see that there is my data is already done. Now I will remove my code and show you the with success message how to. Okay, now I'll show you with success message in response so user can know about the data is successfully inserted or not. So what I do, I will use MySQL last insert underscore id with $com. So what is the use of that? That MySQL insert id is working on the base of the last inserted record that fetch that id. So I can know what is the last data is inserted. If it's inserted successfully, then I will give the message of success. So I will put that, and you can see that what is my last insert id. I will check again with submit button, and my last insert id is again already in database. There is one record and my last record is 2, so you got the alert message 2. Now I will put in that response the alert message if response equal C, then it's success, otherwise error. So I will simply write down my message recordings dead, and now reload the page. So you can see that okay, last name, mobile number, and submit the button, and you can see the response in the console. There is the insert id is 3, and this is my response that's coming alert. So I will show you the message of success. The record is inserted, you can see in our alert as well as in console file. Thank you guys for watching my video. Now if you want full code of the this video, then please visit my website web3tutor.com. Here is my website. You can show that. Please just type web3tutor.com and go to my YouTube section. Also there is some more useful code in my website, so you can learn easily PHP, CSS, JavaScript, any other language simply from my website. And for more video, please subscribe my channel web3tutor.com. Here is my channel, you can see that web3tutor.com. Please subscribe, likes and comments on my channel.